First question for the dean. What is your social work origin story?
Oh my gosh. So social work for me began whenever I was in college. I knew I wanted to work with kids. I knew that specifically children who'd experienced abuse and neglect really had my heart. And then a lot of those kids experienced troubles or struggles with behavioral health. So I wanted that opportunity to practice at that intersection of mental health and child welfare. And it's been a beautiful thing for me.
Love that. Awesome. Next question. Now, what class would you love to secretly sit in on this semester?
I think probably our intro class, because our intro to social work class is where students really get to understand what social work's about. A lot of them aren't even social work students, but during that class, as a result of the class, many of them become interested in social work. So for me, it's just this impact class that helps people understand social work, even if they're not going to be a social worker. I think that lens that social work brings to any other profession is still incredibly important.
Love to hear that. Number 3, what is one thing on your desk that tells students a little bit about you?
Well, there's 2 rocks on my desk that came from a friend that kind of remind me that, first of all, everything is beautiful. And second of all, sometimes even the hardest things are shaped by nature. And I think that that's an incredible lesson for us all.
I love that. That's a really nice one. All right. Number 4, what is a project you've worked on recently that you're especially excited about?
Well, I think probably the second edition of my textbook on social, racial, economic, and environmental justice has been incredibly powerful and meaningful for me. I have 2 wonderful co-editors with that project, Diane Leffler and Natalie Pope. And I think that that really stemmed from my understanding or awareness that it's really hard sometimes to have that justice lens in social work practice. And we tend to teach it from a population specific view. But what we need to do is pull that back and look at the systems that actually impact our ability to achieve justice or not. So that's what that textbook really does, is it looks at various systems, whether it's criminal justice, education, child welfare, public child welfare in particular. And it really allows us to have that bigger lens on social work.
Nice. Now, number 5, what is your go-to coffee, tea, lock-in drink?
My lock-in drink is probably Topo Chico, passion fruit.
Oh, nice one. That's a good one. Number 6, what was your first job? Were you any good at it?
My first job, oh my gosh. So my first job is I was a lab tech at this place called Biological Control of Insects Research Laboratory. I've got to take care of the specimens that we had. I got to do field work. I was out collecting cow patties in a pasture. I got to do it all. And what we were trying to do is understand biological control of parasites for corn. And so that entailed a lot of maggots. That entailed a lot of work that I don't want to repeat, but helped me understand the scientific method and the rigor that it takes to really understand how we can impact research in a way that allows us to use nature and the things that are already in place.
Yeah, so it sounds like you were pretty good at it then. Number 7, what is something that students wouldn't right away guess about you?
I think probably my love and knowledge of sports is probably pretty high in the social work world. Some of it comes from having 4 boys who are all involved in sports. What my family has gotten from it is hard work, perseverance. Sometimes you work really hard. You don't always get your way. So it creates resilience as well. I think there's a lot of life lessons that athletics and involvement, and maybe not even sports, but involvement in extracurricular activities can certainly bring to people. So I don't know that anybody would know that by looking at me.
I like that. Number 8, what makes you most proud to be a part of the IU social work community?
So for me, what's so powerful about our school is the impact we have on the state. Our school is incredibly committed to Hoosier Nation. And it allows us to understand what the needs are and be able to prepare practitioners to serve and improve health and well-being, not just of individuals, but their families and their communities as well. And I think that's incredibly important for us to be able to have that footprint across the state.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me, Dean Benner. It was great to get to know you a little bit more.
Thank you.
Boom.
That was great.